Do you guys want to know what this video is about? You want to know what this video is about? It's about Team Fortress! Finally, after like, what? It's been a couple months. Yeah, I think it's been a couple months. But anyways, we're going to be doing a Team Fortress video, as you saw by the title. It's going to be the top 3 worst Team Fortress Creepypastas. Plus a little bonus one in there, just because I love you guys so much. So, let's get into it. Roll the intro!
Sentry going up! Operation Soaring Eagle! Erecting a statue of a moron.
Number 3, Team Fortress 2.exe. Oh, we're already going just right there. Okay. Hey, well, let's get into it. Okay, let's get directly into the reading. I had a long day at school, and I was dying to play a game I loved called Team Fortress 2. Next, everybody knows what Team Fortress 2 is. When I got up back home, I would play Tf2 and go into a server named Skyle. Again, I'm pretty sure anyone who's played Tf2 knows what Skyle is. Everything was fine until one day. HL2.exe crashed and couldn't work again. I solved the problem to this day, but back then it stopped working. What? What does that even mean? I solved the problem to this day, but back then it stopped working. That doesn't make sense. Anyways, I was startled by what happened due to knowing that nothing was wrong with TF2 when I played it. I took a long sigh and went on doing my other daily duties. I was wishing I could play Team Fortress 2 again. Finally, I yearned to play it, so I searched TF2 cracked so I could play it again until I got HL2.exe to start working. I found a link and connected me to rghost.net. I clicked it, and it redirected me to a download page showing me the download link and name of it, Team Fortress 2 cracked.zip. I clicked the download link, and it took about 50 to 60 seconds to download. I opened the zip file, and the contents were in order: TF folder, HL2 folder. I thought you just said your HL folder was broken. Team Fortress 2 executable, debug text file, save for a bunch of numbers. I don't need to read all that out. A save file. Okay. I thought to myself, if it was cracked, why are there only a few folders? Why is this bold? Just was cracked. Why are there only a few folders? It's bold for some reason. I extracted them to a folder and double-clicked Team Fortress 2.exe, and it's set in a startup box preparing to launch Team Fortress 2. ... Like it would usually say when you launch something Steam-wise. Okay, thank you. We all have Steam. Most people have Steam. We didn't need to know that. I was met with the Valve intro until the Valve guy started to turn his head suddenly. Ooh, so spooky. This horror, random movement that could have easily been edited in equals scary. It went back to normal. I was oddly startled by this. Yes, very oddly. Anyways, when it took a few minutes to load, it just load with like 2 brackets for some reason. Although it showed a black screen, not the usual TF2 loading screen, it went into the menu of the game. It only shown 2 options since the others were gone. Start playing now! And quit. I sighed and went to click quit, knowing this was some sort of trick. When I clicked quit, these are some fresh rhymes here. When nothing happened, I tried many times and it still wouldn't budge. It's a game. It doesn't budge. I decided I should just click start playing now! So I clicked it, and it showed the usual connecting to server screen. I was confused, since I didn't click any gameplay modes. Are you surprised? The only button was start playing now. What did you expect? After it was loaded, it displayed something I could never get it out of my head. Oh god, this is going to be painful to read. A freaking suicidal mouse on a freaking road while some freaking strange music plays freaking distortedly. I did not add in those freakingly's. Those are actually part of the video. I mean, story or whatever. Which this makes no sense. I can't. I just can't. I don't understand. it's supposed to be serious, I think, because it's a deletion log refugee, which means it's serious. But just I can't. Oh God, just next story, please. Number 2, Team Fortress 2 Theory. In parentheses, serious pasta. Well, that's how you know he's serious about this. It has a serious in all caps in the title. Oh boy, let's get into this. It's gonna be spicy. Let's go. Oh boy, I'm just looking at this pasta now. It's already triggering the lore keeper inside of me. So let's go before I get an aneurysm. Okay, let's see. Well, as you know, there are 2 teams, red and blue, in parentheses. I didn't misspell it! And the teams are just the same characters, in parentheses, just all the classes' names. These are characters fighting, ... But for what reasons? Team domination? Who is better? Or are they just puppets? No, the reason they're fighting is to settle a dispute between red men and blue Tark men over land. That's why they're fighting. Are they just puppets or brainwashed? For Scout was a kid who loved guns, addicted to soda, and was cocky, which he was tricked into an unknown area. I don't understand. Just for Soldier, he was AWOL for being labeled. No, he was never a real soldier. He always wanted to be, but he never could. He was sent to an insane. No, he was not sent to an asylum. While he was released from there, never found again. Pyro was the creature created by the puppeteers. Oh my God. No, he is not. He's Pyro. He has no gender. He is Pyro. Oh God. And never knew why he liked fire. Heavy was a former Russian Soviet in World War II. No, he wasn't. He was not. He always hated the Allied powers and went against Russia and joined the Nazi. Why? Why are you bringing this into a Team Fortress 2 story? Heavy ran away and was lured by the puppeteers. Demoman has another case. He was a homeless person. He wanted a good job. Yes, he wanted a good job. That's why he has 3. He has 3. That didn't pay him minimum. All his jobs pay him a lot. He has like a mansion in the story. But Hugh, as was paid minimum wage because he never had any skills. So the puppets decided to pick him. Engineer was, of course, an engineer. He wrote down a plan on his future creations and just all the things an engineer can build. He showed them to many scientists. He was told that it was impossible to do, but the puppeteer said it was easy to do. But the engineer was lied to. Oh God. All his creations were holograms, but in the world they were real. The medic was a doctor from Germany. Him and Heavy has a friendship during World War II. Why? As medic helped Heavy in combat after the war, his medical car was taken away from his SS. No, why are you bringing the SS? And he was blamed for German loss in war. He was blamed for German loss in war. Oh my God. The sniper was next. He, of course, was a sniper, but was bad at it. The puppeteers made him look like an expert with paid practice targets. Did they pay the targets to walk in front of the bullets? What does that mean? What does that mean by paid practice targets? Oh my God. Last but not least, Spy was the French's most favorite spy. He and his ancestors were great spies in France. However, the spy was the last of his ancestors due to the ladies hating him, and he left to America. He was never found there, possibly due to work visa, or was killed there, but only the puppeteers have him and erase his memories. This is the theory of TF2. It could be true or not. It was already remained a mystery. Only the puppeteers would know. Are the puppeteers Valve, or are they working for Sega? What? What did any of this mean? This had no substance. All of it is easily disproven, and it's all just random nonsense. It's like random nonsense. And just why? No, this is bad. This is very bad. No, bad story. Go to the corner. Number 1, Tf2 Death Spawn Soar. We're off to a great start. We got misspelling in the title. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be absolutely fabulous. It's gonna be spicy. It's gonna be a meme. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be good. Ooh, you guys ready to cancer? Cause just looking at this before I even start reading, I can already feel some Mike Wazowskis going on my back here. That's a big Mike Wazowski. Anyways, let's just get into it. I'll never forgive you. Is the last thing I heard before she left me. You might want to know who she is. She is a game. My favorite game, to be precise. It was Team Fortress 2. What? We're personifying it now. Okay. Why? I don't know. Don't ask questions. It's Tf2 Death Spawn. Anything goes. I can tell you my story. It was a normal day, Friday the 13th to be exact. A Steam user called Red Angel Darkness 666. Well, you can already tell this is an angry sniper who's off. His name is like something like blood in Latin. I invited me to be a Steam friend. I thought nothing bad would happen when I accepted the request. It's because I like to get friends. 5 seconds I accepted the request. He/she in a message. God, this story is really triggering my dyslexia here. Hello, are you looking for an adventure? Or did ask. The second somebody asks you that, just like the first thing they message you is, "Hello, are you looking for an adventure?" Just run, just run. It asked. I answered, "No, not today." Before I could answer, it sent me a link to the page with a simple URL address with an actual URL. I'll actually enter that in and see what pulls up. I asked, "What does this link do?" I know that it was something to do with Team Fortress, but after sending the message, I didn't know what had happened. I heard a very loud, pitched-up scream. You mean like this? I heard the scream 3 times and always said, "Just go to the link." Oh, let me rephrase my scream then. Just go to the link! I should not have done that. I wasn't so sure, or I'd like to go on this link, but I just clicked it. Immediately after I clicked it, download a WinRAR file. We'll call it Sounds. I now have this WinRAR file. What should I do with it? I wrote. Go to the folder path at deep, a bunch of symbols, username, all these things, and overwrite your sound file. Oh, now! It sent. So I did what it told me. Think if anything bad happened, and started TF2. I wanted to know what to do, but Red Angel Darkness 666 wasn't in my friend list anymore. That's probably because it was a bot. Bots are a menace. I searched for him or her, but was never found again. Probably a bot that just got banned. So I started a TF2 match in the classic version of Koth Nucleus, and I saw that something has changed. The game was almost over. Yes, because you joined in late. Because the enemy team has almost taken the checkpoint. Okay, but what? That's now you. I don't understand this. Normally the announcer would say the enemy team is near the last checkpoint or protect the last checkpoint, but there was nothing, just silence. Probably because you spawned in after it said it. I spawned as Spy and heard a loud scream that's almost as bad as Slenderman's! What? Bringing up other creepypastas or the word creepypasta doesn't make your story of equal or greater value. It does the exact opposite. It destroyed my headset. It was so loud. Then I heard the voice of a little girl. What she said was, "You finally found me. I've always wanted to take up contact with you. Please help me. People say I'm crazy." You downloaded new sound files. This is probably some person just messing with you. Why would anyone say that? I asked, not expecting an answer, but she answered. I don't know, maybe because I killed a lot of people. Maniacal laugh, maniacal laugh. What the? I replied, back. Suddenly my character went up in flames. Okay, probably just got shot by a flare. Nothing special. I'd taken out my dead ringer so I wouldn't die easily. Then a box popped up saying, "You have lost connection with the server." Okay, glitching out of the server equals scary. So I searched for a new server, but only found one. TF2 is usually strong and can accommodate up to 2,000 servers. Okay, The map was CP Death Spawn, sir. Oh boy. The server name was. But I want you. I'm sorry, I just can't. So I joined in the server, only server left, and I was really scared. I spawned as Spy, and I could not even choose a character. But then I heard the voice of a little girl again. Hello, and thank you for coming back. Why are you there? Who are you? Why can you hear or understand me? I asked. Well, everyone calls me she, but I don't know my real name. Just okay. You want to know how I can hear you? Well, she answered. How? I asked again. Let's say it like this. You downloaded me. Okay. Yay, 10. This story makes no sense. And I can control everything on the computer now. Maniacal laugh. Maniacal laugh. She answered back. So I installed a hack. Well, I'm gonna uninstall you. No, you cannot do that. You won't be able to. Don't forget that I control your PC. She screamed. I closed TF2, started a revolver-free antivirus. Oh, because we all know all free antiviruses work. It removes she from the computer. 5 seconds before I installed she, I heard, "I'll never forgive you. Never!" Then I heard a really loud cry, which made me so scared that I was hospitalized for 2 weeks. My guy. How can you in a cry it made you so scared that you're hospitalized for 2 weeks? How can you handle anything that's horror related if that makes you get hospitalized for 2 whole weeks? After this event happened, I barely even played TF2. Whenever I see you, whenever I see you, sir, with the name "Come here, I want you" or TF2DS. What? Why do you get scared and paranoid when you see TF2DS? Because that was never mentioned in the story. Just I don't understand. I can't. I don't understand this. This story is giving me a stroke. Oh my god, just move on to the bonus story now before I die of a stroke. So that was my top 3 worst Team Fortress 2 creepypastas. As I think I should say that I got this idea from a YouTuber I like named Hoodoo Hoodlum's Revenge. Go check him out, he's a great YouTuber. And just if any of the authors by some miracle see this, just know that I'm not attacking you as a person. I am just critiquing these stories, so just keep writing and improve in the future. Just good luck. So, my name is Guthrin, and good night. What's that? You thought we were done? Oh my god, how could you guys forget? We have the bonus story. Come on, let's go. It's just Destruction of Bikini Bottom. Let's just start reading it right now. I was in the 6th grade, and I was a big fan of Spongebob. I had just gotten home from school and tuned into Nickelodeon. A bumper came on that said that there was a previously unaired episode of Spongebob. Then I got excited. The intro played as normal, and the title of the episode appeared. It was called The Destruction of Bikini Bottom. I was confused on why the it's titled like that. But there's been a lot of titles that have been like that. It's like Came from Goo Lagoon, the Krabby Patty that ate Bikini Bottom. It's not that far of a stretch, but I didn't even care. It starts at Patrick's rock and shows the back of Patrick sitting on his chair, watching nothing but static. Is that anything new for Patrick? It cuts to SpongeBob knocking on his door, and he comes in. SpongeBob asks Patrick if he wants to go jellyfishing, but he didn't answer. SpongeBob repeats his question, and still, Patrick gives no response. He goes closer as he goes. Okay, I just realized this is literally from the episode where SpongeBob takes a vacation, and then Patrick comes home and finds SpongeBob in his house watching the static. This is exactly what happened, just like the roles are switched. Patrick gives no response. He goes closer, and as he does, the screen starts going red. As SpongeBob is about to touch him, Patrick says, "I can't take it anymore." SpongeBob asks what's bothering him, but Patrick just moved past him and walks out of his rock. The scene transitions to the Krusty Krab, and Squidward is at the cash register. Patrick enters with the flamethrower! Okay, like the one he had in Pet Sitter Pat. Just, oh my god. He opens the doors and stands outside. To my shock, he lit the restaurant on fire. Is this anything that's like out of SpongeBob's reach? Just like, I'm pretty sure this happened before. It's like someone lit the restaurant on fire. Patrick then locks the doors from the outside, preventing anyone from escaping. He then runs away, leaving a picture of burning Krusty Krab. I hid my face under a pillow and hear the deafening screams of the customers yelling for help and then silence. It's not really that scary though. Like I'm pretty sure most adult cartoons nowadays have done much worse. In fact, I'd watch this episode of SpongeBob. It sounds entertaining. Deafening screams of the customers yelling for help, and then silence. Slowly shows the customers, Squidward, Mr. Krabs, corpses with realistic burns. Well, at least they're not hyper-realistic. SpongeBob comes in and is appalled by what just happened. He asks, "What kind of monster could have done this?" God, I should never do voice acting. I suck. He walks through the charred remains of the kitchen. Patrick somehow teleports behind SpongeBob. Teleports behind you. Nothing personal, kid. Okay, it doesn't say that. Patrick somehow teleports behind SpongeBob and says, "I did." He then takes a butcher knife from the cutting board. Patrick starts to panic and says, "Patrick, why?" Patrick's voice becomes very distorted and he says, "No, you must die." That's my best shot at doing distorted voice without actually distorting it. Patrick then cuts a circular hole in SpongeBob's chest, and he's done that before, or I'm pretty sure. And it starts spewing blood. It hasn't done that before. I started to cry as SpongeBob starts to bleed. Patrick takes out SpongeBob's spatula and makes a Krabby Patty, replacing the Krabby Patty with the chunk of SpongeBob's body. Oh my god. Why? This is bad. It's not scary, it's just bad. Show SpongeBob's first person view. Then Patrick takes a bite of the Krabby Patty he just made. I'm pretty sure Patrick has eaten SpongeBob before. He's like eaten parts of SpongeBob. God. The last thing SpongeBob sees is Patrick's hand coming towards him. His hand is towards his face, and then he twists it right off. And he's pretty sure he's done that before as well. Patrick then eats SpongeBob's face along with the rest of the Krabby Patty. Patrick then enters the chum bucket, where Plankton attempts to greet him, but Patrick just steps on him. Okay, I know that's happened. Unlike the usual splat sound, unlike the usual splat shape Plankton turns into in Crush, as blood appears underneath Patrick's foot. Patrick then uses Karen and enlarges an atomic bomb to strike Bikini Bottom in 10 minutes. What? Where did this come from? I'm pretty sure Karen doesn't have any nuclear launch codes on her hard drive. Patrick then kills a passing fish, just because why not at this point? I mean, we set a nuclear bomb to go. And steals his boat. Escapes Bikini Bottom a minute before the bomb goes. Is this like a Bikini Bottom San Andreas edition? Just like Patrick then just oh god. Sandy now just notices the bomb, but Peter starting to know it's too late. She just curls up and cries uncontrollably. 10 seconds later, an explosion is heard, and the shockwave arrives at her house. Sandy and her house are annihilated and vaporized, become nothing more than a pile of ash. The bubble transition plays, and Patrick then appears on screen. He has no eyes. Just if I had $1 for every time I read a creepypasta and the word "has no eyes" was used, I wouldn't even need to do YouTube to try and make money. Oh my god. Patrick here on screen has no eyes. And then he takes out the same knife he used to kill SpongeBob. I could tell it was because it was still bloody. He then throws at the screen and I ducked. I swear I could have felt it graze my hair. Patrick then slowly says, "We can all escape, Ethan." I was horrified that he, a mass murderer, knew my name. Again, if I had $1 for every time a character on a TV screen in a bad story knew the main character's name, and then the character said, I was horrified that, at insert character name here, knew my name, I again would not need to try and do YouTube to make money. He then only says, only if we do this. He takes out a pistol and points at his head and pulls the trigger. Just nothing is off limits to this story. Nothing is sacred. Nothing. He points at his head and pulls the trigger. Bits of brain and blood were flying everywhere. What brain? And then the screen faded to black. The episode had ended. The next day I told my friends what I had saw, but they just called me crazy and said that there were no new episode of SpongeBob. I looked for a list of SpongeBob episodes, but there wasn't anything. By writing this, I hope I can find someone else who saw this awful episode. Oh, so scary! Okay, well, that's really it for this episode, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and my name is Guthrie, and good night. Roll the outro. Hey, it's me again. I'm here in the outro this time. I just want to say that thank you for watching. If you made it to the end, and well, consider liking and subscribing. Maybe leave a comment. I don't know. Just if you liked it, just leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe. I don't really care. Just I want to be able to eat next month. So if you could subscribe and like, that'd be much appreciated. Well, that's all for me. So goodbye.